Welcome back, everybody. I am excited to be bringing to you today a game that I expect to be putting a lot of hours into in the coming months. This is Iron Conflict, and the best way I could describe this game is that it is a hybrid between games like World of Tanks, World of Warships, War Thunder, and real-time strategy games like Steel Division or Command and Conquer. It's a little bit of both, and I'll show you what I mean by that as we get into it. This is a game that allows you to have 10 by 10 battles on maps that are specifically designed for competitive play. And unlike a game like World of Tanks where you are sitting in one tank and you control that, this is more like a real-time strategy game where you get to choose a squadron of 3 different vehicles. And you can choose from a bunch of different types of units, including tanks, fighter jets, bombers, spy planes, missile launchers, artillery, and infantry. And they actually have included in this game real-life units, hundreds of them. From World War II all the way to the modern day. So there are B-2 bombers, F-15s, F-35s, M1 Abrams tanks, M46 Pattons, Patriot missile launchers, the Chinese Type 58 tank, the Chinese J-31 fighter. You get the idea. So let me show you the ways in which this kind of resembles a game like World of Tanks or World of Warships or War Thunder for me. You can see here that when you decide to choose a formation, you're going to edit a formation, and you're going to go into all of your available vehicles that you have. Now, I'm assuming that Eagle means American, Dragon is going to be Chinese, the Lion to me says British, and Bear to me says Russian. So let's take a look at Eagle, for example. These are my starting vehicles, or the ones that I've already unlocked, because I do have a few hours into the game already. You've got Tier 1, Tier 2, etc. You have to have no more than one tier between the two. So I could have Tier 1 and Tier 2 vehicles. I could have Tier 2 and Tier 3, etc. You can see that here. 3 units of the same faction are needed to make a formation. Tier difference in the formation must be 1 or less. So, for example, if I want to put an MA-26, if I want to go with this particular fighter here, and then I want to go with a MA-40. So there's my formation. And I'll show you some gameplay here in just a couple of minutes. There's a tech tree, just like you have in some of those other games that I mentioned earlier, and you use your experience, whether it's combat experience for that particular unit, or free experience that can be used. And if you're familiar with those other games, again, you know what I'm talking about. And you can go in then, and you can research and purchase not only new vehicles, but also upgrades for those vehicles. You also have different types of ammunition available to choose and purchase depending on the situation and your needs. And remember that every one of these vehicles, just like any game like this, are going to have their own strengths and weaknesses. And so you need to kind of think strategically. And I'll talk through some of my choices as we get into a little bit of gameplay. But you might have a unit with heavy firepower that has very little visibility. And so you want to choose a second vehicle that's going to maybe be a scout or a spotter so that you can, for example, use your artillery at a long range. So the game right now, just as we get into some gameplay here, is released into early access on Steam as of January 7th. The price right now is $14.99 US. There is a 10% launch week discount. You can purchase the game right now, and you'll get some free tank skins, experience, some silver boosters, and a 3-month premium card, which you can see I'm a day into mine. So there's a link in the description that'll take you to the Steam page. And please, if possible, use my link because it lets them know that you followed from my video that they've asked me to make. This is a sponsored video. I was asked by the makers of this game to produce this video, so I'm doing that for them. So please use the link in the description if you go and check out the game. Let's dive into some gameplay. Alright, so we're getting ready for battle here, and this is kind of my strategy here, is that I'm taking a fighter. Looks like we've got a nice mix of fighters and bombers this time. Air superiority is everything in this game, and so if I can take my fighter and take out a couple of enemy bombers before I lose it, then that'll be worth it. And what I'm going to do is, just because it's a little easier for me to multitask this way, I'm going to keep my heavy tank and my... I didn't want to take all 3 of them, but that's okay. My heavy tank and my artillery are going to sit back here, while I take the fighter into action. And then once the fighter is out of action, we'll kind of move on from there, and we'll start deploying with our heavy tank and artillery. But I'm gonna sit back with them until the air battle is won or lost. And that really is the early part of this, is all about the air battle. So let's use our fighter, see if we can take this guy out. It's a good start so far. I'm all tier 2 now with everything. This fighter doesn't maneuver real well, so it takes a while to kind of get back to where you can start firing again. Here comes one of his fighters. Alright, we took that guy out. Now let's go for the bomber. I didn't get the kill, but that's okay. We'll get an assist on that one. I'm reloading now. And let's go. Let's finish this guy. Somebody else. Somebody else got him for. Oh no, I got the kill. Excellent. On to the next one. Beautiful. He's going down fast. Nice. So this is what it's all about right now, is winning this air battle. Is that an anti-aircraft? It is. Okay. We got to get out of here. Winning the air battle so that we can then turn around and win the ground battle a little easier. Alright, he's going to get me. That's alright. We got 2 kills, so I feel like that was a good start. But man, it's not a good start for our team. You can see how many we've already lost, so I feel like we're probably not going to be winning this battle. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my tank just to kind of protect my artillery while I try to get them into action. This guy's already in range. I gotta try and get him to stop long enough. Ah, I missed. Darn it. I need the guy to chill for a minute. Range is about, I think 600 meters is the max range. I don't know if I can get this guy over here. Oh, he's way out of range anyway. And you can see now we've got a major issue with air superiority. He's going to start just lighting us up now.
I've been waiting a long time.
Come on, baby. He's got way too many planes left. We have no chance at all because of that. So I'll just try to get the kills that I can while I can. Ah, I missed again. I should have waited a little bit longer to zero in on this guy. I'm actually going to zero in on this one. That's his artillery. And we lost sight of him. Darn it. Got the kill. Beautiful. Look at all that air power, though. There's more artillery in here somewhere. Oh. What's going on here?
Preparations complete, Commander.
I think I'm probably too close to do this, but we'll try. Yeah.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, darn it. This is about to be the end for me. See if we can hurry up and get a kill. Nah, that's it. Alright, that's the first time actually that I've had everybody taken out in a match, but it happens. And we lost the air battle, so it was all downhill from there. And there's only one unit left on my side. They took out everybody else. This is the only unit left for us. And it's not going to matter because he's going to grab all the objectives. Surprisingly, I got more kills than anybody else on my team. They're going to finish off our last guy now. They had a guy that had 13 kills. It had to have been a bomber. It looks like that L6. Probably how he got most of them. That's how we got wrecked on this one. There we go. That's the end of it. Well, at least I did decent for how badly my team did, I suppose. 3 kills, 3 deaths. We should be in position maybe now to get our first tier 3. I don't know if we got quite enough experience. But let's take a look real quick. Look at tech. Our plane. No, we've still got quite a bit to level up on this plane before we get anywhere near a tier 3. Let's see, rockets. Oh, that'd be nice to have. We don't have enough. We have 217 total experience. 172 for this, and then another 45 additional, so not enough to do that. We could get better. Look at the turn speeds, a lot better. That would actually come in really handy, but I'd love to have that rocket first. I might save up. Let's get it. I really like the idea of the turn speed. Alright, so you can see who the teams are. This is what we're facing, and starting out in the beginning here, the key thing is going to be air supremacy. It's going to be the same way every single battle that we fight. It's going to be all about winning that air battle, and it looks like we've got a lot of available fighters. I think that's going to bode well for us. So I'm going to go ahead and do my typical strategy that I've been employing, which is to park my vehicles, my ground vehicles, over here until the initial stages of this battle. Other folks choose to go kind of press ahead right away. That's just kind of not how I choose to do things. I don't have the ability to multitask like a lot of other folks do. So I don't want to find myself in a situation where I lose everything because I didn't pay enough attention. And I love how these maps look. They just look really good. You hold down on the on my scroll button on my mouse, and that's how I'm able to kind of move this around really easily. I'm getting in toward where his fighters are. And one of the things you can do here is there's a free fire button, and if you disable that, your unit will not fire unless you actually give it an order to fire. And there's some situations where you might want to do that because you're trying to sneak up on an enemy, for example. So you don't want to be firing until you're in a position, maybe you want to flank that enemy. So you might want to turn that free fire off. But see, right now he's got these bombers, and this is a great way to kind of get started, is to take your fighters in, deal with his bombers so that they don't become an issue for your ground units later on. It's all about winning that war in the air so that the ground fight gets a lot easier. Alright, we've shot down 2 bombers already. Can probably not do too much to these ground units, but I can deal with his enemy fighter here. So let's go ahead and target that fighter. Oh, he's got anti-aircraft, so we got to be careful here. I'm going to go ahead and pull back to get away from the anti-aircraft fire. So it might be time now to go ahead and pull up my ground unit. So I'm going to go ahead and press 1. You can hotkey these. You can see the numbers. And if I press the number 1 twice, it actually takes me back to them. Same thing with 2. If I press 2 twice, it'll take me to that unit. So I'm going to go ahead and bring these guys up. But probably not wide open where they're going to be spotted. Let's bring them up over here somewhere. And let's see if I can go ahead and... Oh, somebody else. We got a tank over here that's going to deal with that guy. I'm going to see if I can get a shot on him here. You can see that inner circle. That's kind of where we're trying to... He was moving too much, unfortunately. So here's my tank. It's right here. We're being ineffective at the moment. I want to try and get around. Somebody's landing damage on my... Where is my... Oh, okay, it's safe.
Preparations complete, Commander.
Alright, so we're doing pretty good so far. There's still a lot of enemy left, though. You can see each one of these is one of the enemies. Oh, my plane's firing on the scout. That's what's happening here. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a shot on somebody.
Awaiting orders.
If we can get somebody to stop moving long enough, like these scout units here. These are foot soldiers. Oh, somebody else got them with their artillery before I could. That's totally fine, as long as we get them. Alright, let's go out of that, because there's obviously not a lot we can do there. Okay, let's get these guys. Oh, my plane's going to get shot down here in a minute. That's fine. Nah, we missed. That's okay. Let's move our tanks forward. My tank was right there. I already got him. All right, it's looking pretty good now. We've got a pretty good start. Now what we need to do is start taking objectives. And right now there's just one flag on each side. Sometimes there are more than that, but in this case there's just the 2 objectives. One flag on each side. So we're going to go ahead and try to take it. I think we're in a position now where we've taken out most of his air power. But he does have a lot of tanks still. But I need to get my artillery moved up, because I don't really have...
Ready for orders.
Oh, I dropped too far off of there. There we go. Now it looks like we're going to get this guy. There is some artillery back here. You can see them firing.
Tank cannot reach destination.
We've actually got tanks parked on his objective. Looks like they're taking ours too.
Preparations complete.
So here's what I'm going to do. Oh, it's way too out of range. I can't do it. We got to get somebody sent back there. The good news is we're ahead of him right now on doing that. And the more vehicles we get on there, the faster it'll go.
Nice shot.
All right, we're getting a decent amount of kills in this match. We've got 2 players who are completely out. The enemy's got 3 players that are completely out. We probably should be sending somebody back to try and defend our base, but I think we're going to get there first. You can see up here the mission timer. There's 8 minutes left. I think whoever's got the most points at the end of that 8 minutes would be the winner. Here's where we can look at our available ammo. We only have 1 type, but if we had other types of ammo, say armor piercing and also high explosive, we could switch between the 2. So I'm trying to get my tank up there to try and help push this faster. You can see we're 20 seconds away from taking the objective. And we're gaining 1.2% every time.
Enemy spotted.
Nice, another kill. Should have some decent experience from this one that I can use to upgrade some things. Awesome. So we took their objective, and we knew we were doing it faster than them, so there was really no need to try and defend our own flag as long as we could take his first. So let's go ahead and take a look now and see how we did on experience. See how much we'll have that we can use to unlock some new things. So we got 217 experience on the artillery, 300 on the fighter, and 550 on the tank. And then there's our reward silver that we got. We got 2 kills with the fighter, 4 kills with the tank. Didn't do much with artillery that time around. And then some assist damage. Didn't get anything for season of flag. Direct damage. You can see all of that there. So total 15,000 silver gained. We've got a lot of it right now. So let's go ahead and take a look now at our tech tree a little bit. And we also completed some missions. There are daily missions you can complete and claim rewards. In this case, we got some silver there, some more silver here. And we've completed a certain number of missions, so we gained some things there. All right, back to tech. So let me look at my fighter, because I really want to try and get everything upgraded on the fighter that I can. There's a missile unlock right here. We've got enough to do that. So let's go ahead and unlock our missile. We've got a total of 143 experience available now. We can get an improved engine. The first number you see is the amount of experience it takes to unlock that. The second number is the amount of silver it takes to purchase that upgrade and actually install it. All right, so now we could actually get our first tier 3 if we wanted to, but I actually still have some things that I want to get on my artillery. 835. We do have enough experience for that now. And it's going to cost nearly 17,000 in silver. So now all of my vehicles, my tier 2 vehicles that I'm currently using, are fully upgraded. So the next thing I purchase will get me to a tier 3. So here I can get the MA60 tank for a total of 3,260 experience. So that'll take a while. Let's play another mission. I should mention as well that the game does have a tutorial system. There are these 5 tutorial missions. They don't take very long to go through. I would say you could probably go through the whole tutorial in 20 to 25 minutes, I think is about what it took me. And you can see you actually do gain some rewards from going through those. And they will give you all the basics. The game is not that complex to learn. The main thing is all about the strategy of choosing what weapons you want to use, vehicles that you want to use, and how they can help you in the game and how they fit into the larger strategy of what your team has. And that takes a little bit more time, but the controls itself, very, very simple. All right, here we go. Same strategy. And then I think after this one, we're going to go ahead and upgrade to a tier 3 and see how that goes. We'll go hide over here. Looks like this time we're going to have the A, B, and C flags.
Ready for orders.
Let's go over here and see if we can win the air war. Put these two in one group. It's kind of how I like to do things. I'm going to go try to help out this bomber. I don't know why they're flying the bomber out front this early. Seems like a bad strategy until things are taken care of. Oh, we've got rockets now. Oh, did I not add it? I thought I added my rocket. Oh boy, my fire control system's taken out. That's a problem. We're locked onto a different target now. We're reloading. Finally getting everything repaired. We've been kind of flying without the ability to fight for a few minutes there. I'm wondering if he is too, because he's not shooting at me. There we go. Yeah, we just, I think, took his out. You can see how maneuverability is an issue here, because he's on my tail now, and so I can't get free of him to be able to actually fight back. Yikes. That's a problem. I think he's got me. He's going to keep following me. Try to get out around behind him, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and focus on our artillery here for a minute. They're out of range. Darn it. Okay. So we've got to move in closer
Tank cannot reach destination.
so we can actually do something about this. My plane's still alive somehow. He actually might take out that fighter. Oh man, it's going to be super close. There we go. Get around behind him. Take him out. Oh, we're reloading. Darn it. Now get over there and finish him. Nice. I was not expecting that to happen. Alright.
We need to stop and regroup for a bit.
Oh, that's air. Okay. So there's not really any tanks. There's one here. See if we can take this guy out. Ah, we hit the side of that cliff. And now we're reloading. It's taking a while. Oh, that was close. That was really close. Got him. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, let's move. Oh, he's about to take one of the objectives. That's not good. But this one, it's about getting to 1,000 points first. So it's not just about taking objectives and winning, like capturing the flag kind of thing. There's more to this than that. In fact, let's go ahead. Let me see if I can.
Preparations complete, Commander.
I'm just going to go ahead and drop a shot on this thing. What are we waiting on? Okay, there we go.
There are no targets within range.
So I got another kill. Let's drop some artillery on this guy. Ah, he moved. Darn it. There we go. Yeah, you better get out of there.
Report. They've gone into hiding.
Finish him. There we go. Now there was a scout over here too, but let's go ahead and grab this flag. Oh, his artillery's trying to hit me. And he did in fact take out my artillery. Alright, we gotta take out this towed artillery. There we go. See if we can hide in here so his artillery won't spot me. Ah, he sees me. Darn it. It's because he's got that plane there. Let's get our plane over here. Oh, nice. He took my tank out. That leaves my plane as the last thing left. But again, I'm getting some good kills, and there's not a lot of enemy left. Let's see if we can go find that artillery. And I don't know if we'll be able to take it out with what we've got or not. But I'm going to go try to spot him.
Yes, sir. On my way.
This way. He's over here somewhere. If we take out all of the enemy, I would assume that that would give us an automatic victory.
I need to fly faster.
There we go. Now we're taking 2 objectives. I think we're going to have this. He just doesn't have much left.
Out of range of the enemy scouts.
I'm just kind of trying to spot right now. Because I know that artillery's got to be over here unless somebody took it out.
Affirmative.
It's possible one of our artillery units took it out. He doesn't have any planes left. I think we got this. So it is possible, too, that you can kind of take manual control of your vehicles. So, for example, if you want to be able to control them with, like, W, A, S, and D, you can do that. There he is. I knew that artillery was over here.
Our spy plane has spotted
So if nothing else, I can spot it for everybody else. I can't actually get any damage on him, but this bomber can.
I'm out of range of the enemy scouts. I've been spotted.
There we go. Our bombers are getting in there on him now because we've got air superiority. So I'll keep shooting at it. It's just not going to do anything.
That's too far away.
You can see, though, they're still gaining points, and we're not, because we haven't taken any objectives yet, but we're about to have 2. He's going for this one, which is kind of surprising. I guess he has nothing else he can do, though. Come on, artillery, take this guy out. He's going to have to sit still. There, the bomb's got him. Perfect. So there's only one enemy vehicle left on the battlefield. So that's going to pretty well do it for this one. All right, we got the victory. We took out his last remaining unit, so we won an automatic victory that way. Let's go ahead and see how our experience went that time. And then we'll do one more battle. We'll take on maybe some higher tier weapons now. So all 3 of my units got kills that time. So a little bit of experience among all of them, but we'd have to do several more matches to really get enough experience to try and unlock something else. So we did complete another daily mission. So let's go ahead and look now and see if we can unlock anything tier 3 yet. I'm not sure that we're there. Yeah, we need a lot of experience. We've only got 100 of experience there. What about this? Yeah, we don't have nearly enough to get this done. So that'll have to come later on. So let's just talk briefly about a few other things. They are going to be adding some new battle modes, some new units, and things like that as the game goes along. Remember, this is only in early access, but it's very playable. And there's a lot to do and a lot to experience. When you finish a match, if one of your units was killed during the match, you have to wait for a cooldown period, or you can use some of your funds to automatically repair that, which honestly, it isn't all that expensive if you want to be able to get right back into the action with that unit. You can add some accessories that give you some bonuses during gameplay, and you can see some of those here. Radar, toolkits, afterburners, sight accuracy increases, all kinds of different things. You can add different kinds of ammunition, as I mentioned earlier, that are available to you. Eventually, there will be things like custom skins that you can unlock and that you can add to your vehicles to get that kind of extra flair on the battlefield. I already mentioned the missions that are available, to the tutorial missions, and then, of course, the daily missions you can complete. There are some things in the store. You can kind of browse and check out all of that. But this is an exciting game. It uses the Unreal 4 engine. And it plays really smoothly. I haven't experienced any issues with glitching or with any issues with connectivity or things like that. It all works really, really well. So I'm pretty excited to dive more into this game. So I would encourage you to check it out for yourself. Click on that link in the description below to check out this game. And I think you'll really enjoy Iron Conflict as much as I've been enjoying it. And hopefully I'll see you on the battlefield. One last thing. We can, in fact, team up. You can join some of your friends if you want to, so you can all fight on the same side. And I think that would be really effective because then you can all kind of customize what roles you have. And I think if you get even 3 or 4 people on the same team who are working together, who are communicating, who are using complementary weapons, you could probably dominate a battlefield. So I'm looking forward to getting some of my friends and some of my viewers to do this so that we can join up and play together. Hit that like button if you would, and we will see you again soon with some more gameplay. Thanks for watching.